Hey, y'all. Here today with Miracle. As you may notice, there is no red in this deck like I said there would be. Mainly because I was looking through dailies for lists, because I didn't have one saved. And I noticed this particular, well, not this exact one, but a list very similar to this one. 4-0 to daily. And the next best recent blue-red one I found had only 3-1 or something. So I figured if this one 4-0'd, it couldn't be too bad. And it seemed like Boros was on the decline anyway. And I like stable mana bases a lot more than I like Bonfire of the Damned. So I figured I'd give this blue-white version, two-color version, a shot. And I actually like it quite a bit. Basic plan of the deck is, Pro Tour winning deck, you stall until you can land a Entreat the Angels and win. And you stall with your Feeling of Dreads. We'll have one Cathedral Sanctifiers in here, just for to bridge a gap in the. Oh, I needed one card left and one slot to fill. So you throw Cathedral Sanctifiers in the way, and you delay them with Feeling of Dread, which is good for about 2 turns worth of damage. Crippling Chill, which is also good for 2 turns worth of damage, but it draws a card as well. Terminus, used to stop them from attacking, as well as MTGO, and so as you can see, like, everything in this deck is built around making them not kill you. And Alchemist Apprentice as well, you can chump block them. And you try to use as many card draw on their turn spells as you can, such as Alchemist Apprentice, Think Twice, Crippling Chill. All of these cards let you double dip into Miracle, so you can dip into Miracle on their turn and on your opponent's turn. So you have 2 turns to Miracle out your Terminuses, Temporal Masteries, and Entreat the Angels. And the rest of the cards are basically MTGO, which is very, very good for this deck, because you get to tap down their guys, you get to draw cards, and you also get to emblem fairly frequently, because Temporal Mastery will give you that extra turn, whereas if they don't expect it, you can just tap their guy, Temporal Mastery, Ultimate, and you have a MTGO emblem. Vessel of Endless Stars is just a mana source, but I also have a Lone Revenant in here for a win condition. It's just something Grixis can't deal with, basically, in the main deck. It's hexproof impulses. It's also very good with Temporal Mastery and the Feeling of Dread, Crippling Chill, and 2 Dissipates just to shore up bad matchups. Just like Devil's Play, Control decks, Wolfir Silverheart. Mana base is fairly simple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 planes. I think 12 islands. 10 islands, 10 planes. 4 Evolving Wilds, 2 Ghost Quarter. Evolving Wilds obviously for mana fixing. Ghost Quarter is actually also for mana fixing. It's not nearly as good as Evolving Wilds because you have to strip mine yourself to do it. But if you need mana fixing, you need mana fixing. And so that's what Ghost Quarter is for. It also has the role of stopping the Gavney Township and Castle Wolf runs for you. The sideboard's kind of a mishmash right now. I have another Lone Revenant and 4 Geist of St. Traps for basically only the Grixis matchup. Grixis isn't the most popular deck, but it's the deck this deck would have the most trouble with, because Feeling of Dread and Crippling Chill are basically dead cards. Grixis probably has more dead cards than you do, but they can't actually deal with Geist of St. Trapt, or Lone Revenant, so you just bring those in and try to kill them with it. Purify the Grave, just for reanimator strategies. There's only 1 in here. They're not very popular, and you can usually find a way to deal with them without resorting to Purify the Grave. Dissipates for control and any heavy top-end deck. Devastation Tide is basically just a 5th bad Terminus. Sometimes you need the extra Wrath effects, and you don't really care if you pay a little extra, and don't make them all go away. Cathedral Sanctifier is mainly for Boros. I'm scared to death of the Boros matchup. I've yet to play it, but I don't want to lose to it, so I have a bunch of Cathedral Sanctifiers, just in case. 2 Witchbane Orbs for any heavy, like Mono Red, or any control deck, mainly because you're pre-warded against everything. You don't really sideboard that much, but you're fairly weak against control decks because of all these Feeling of Dreads, Terminus, Crippling Chills in your deck. So you have a lot of cards to bring in against control, which is why so much of my board is about control. And the 4th Entreat is just goes in whenever I feel like I may run out of win conditions, such as if they have like multiple Sever the Woodlines or something. But yeah, that's the deck in a nutshell. I'm fairly happy with it, so hopefully we'll do well this daily. And I'll see you in round 1.